Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a Real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a Real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your Real ID at tsa.gov/RealID. That's tsa.gov/RealID. Or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. Bones here. Good way to start this one. Cat and Rob, what's going on, guys?
Not much.
Just doing some shopping.
Guys, I need the listeners of the show to help me.
Are you gonna call me out on the podcast first thing?
Well, I mean, it is Cat's fault. I wasn't even going to bring that up, Cat. Thank you for pointing that out. It is Cat's fault. But Rob is trying to get me to buy a Taco Bell tracksuit and fanny pack set.
We've been looking good, man. Hitting the club in a Taco Bell tracksuit with a fanny pack, little Taco Bell fanny pack. Oh, you'd be beating the ladies off.
We'd get the shit kicked out of us.
Nah, dude, people wouldn't want to mess with us.
I'd kick my own ass if I seen myself with that shit.
You wouldn't be scared off?
I don't know. It's a toss-up. But it is Cat's fault. Yeah, it is.
They'd be like, nah, we don't want to mess with those guys. They're ballers.
Oh. If they have $70 to blow on a Taco Bell tracksuit, they very well might be ballers, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I seen Godzilla vs. King Kong.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I know Rob's seen it. Kat, have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it IMAX.
I didn't see it. I seen it on my couch for free.
Yeah, it was badass in IMAX.
I mean, not to get off on it too much, but I went on like a King Kong. I seen King Kong. I don't remember what channel it was on. I think it was Skull Island a few weeks ago. And I just got caught up in it. And I've been watching King Kong and Godzilla movies ever since. And yeah, man, it did not disappoint. It was fun.
Yeah, I really liked it. I had a lot of fun with it.
I like that it was more of a King Kong movie than a Godzilla movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's because Godzilla was kind of boring.
Yeah, I like King Kong. Uh-oh. I mean, well, Kat, it's true. You know, you can't spend too much time on screen with Godzilla, you know?
You absolutely can.
You think?
Yeah. I think that was one of the biggest problems with... I feel sometimes like I was the only person that didn't like the new Godzilla, the newest one.
I didn't know.
And it was... they didn't spend enough time on Godzilla. It's like, let's focus more on this and less on everything else going on. I'm here to watch a big monster crush thing.
Right. Yeah. That was always my beef with it, too. I was like, there's barely Godzilla in the movies. At least when King Kong's not on screen in his movies, you get some crazy monsters and shit usually. So it's like that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
And then when him and Godzilla start punching each other, it's awesome.
I heard that movie only made like 10 million.
Yeah, but it was #1 at the box office.
But it only made 10 million. I see. I don't know. I heard it made about $10 million.
I think the 10 million was opening night.
Oh,
because I think it made around 30 over the weekend, the whole weekend.
That crazy, man. Imagine how much, probably hundreds of millions of dollars it would have made if it wasn't for COVID.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And it cost them like 180, 160 to make it.
Yeah. Well.
Oof.
Sweet Jesus.
That's tough. But anyway, guys, we are back with round 2 of the Murder Madness tournament.
For the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Can you stop saying that? Crying out loud. You're going to scare children. Jeez. But yeah, so we got a little slander on Twitter this week again over it. Surprise, surprise.
Whoa, what? I didn't even see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we got our lives threatened a little.
By whom?
Camp Counselor Greg.
Oh. Yeah, he's always threatened me. I didn't notice. Although I think he might be on my Night Court podcast.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't even... let's not talk about the Night Court podcast, please.
Scared of the competition, huh?
I'm petrified. Guys, we do have a voicemail this week. Speaking of Camp Counselor Greg.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah. So let's get into that. The number, if you guys want to call and leave a voicemail, anyone could do it.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
Anything horror related at all. Questions, concerns about the show, or anything horror related or show related, you can call 917-397-KILL. That's 917-397-5455. And we'll play your voicemail on the show, and we'll discuss it. So...
Hello, Mikey. Hello, Rob. Hello, Kat.
Hello.
This is Camp Counselor Greg. I'm calling to inform you I have my own picks on who wins the left side of the bracket, or at least moves on past round 1. That would be the cabin director, Patrick Bateman, the leprechaun, Ash, the 3, Samara, Hannibal, Kayoko, Amanda Young, Freddy Krueger, Carrie, Pinhead, the Collector, the Babadook, Brenda, because she's batshit crazy, and unfortunately Michael Myers moves on. Thank you. Looking forward to the right side of the bracket so I can tell you who the correct winners will be to move on from round 1 on that side. Okay, bye.
Why does he got to take a shot at Michael?
I appreciated those picks.
You like that a Saw character moved on.
I liked that a Saw character moved on. I liked that he had appreciation for the director. I liked the Pinhead one. I liked that I'm not getting any hate over the Babadook in this one. People were mad that Beetlejuice got kicked out.
No, that Beetlejuice losing was the right call. I will stand by that.
I don't know about that one, guys. I mean, I don't want to... He said so much outlandish shit. Apparently, this is the Camp Counselor Greg show. Thank you for calling in, Greg.
Yeah, thank you for your well-thought-out picks.
Mm-hmm.
It's always great to hear from Greg. Nothing. But yeah, Rob, I agree with you. What was with the shot on Myers, man?
I don't know. He took a shot at Michael there at the end for no reason.
Who went up against Michael?
Payment.
Yeah, Payment. The fuck?
Was an easy pick.
Yeah. So, wait. Camp Counselor Greg doesn't like Michael Myers all of a sudden?
Maybe he just really likes Hereditary. That's a common affliction in the horror community.
Doesn't sound like Greg, though.
But over Michael Myers?
Well, he did say that Michael wins. Reluctantly.
Yeah, but...
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's Michael Myers. Who doesn't like Michael Myers?
I don't know. I am not even... We do not have time to try and delve into the psyche of that psycho.
Yeah, and peanut butter and cheese instead of peanut butter and jelly.
Dude,
Greg is something else, man.
Peanut butter and cheese. What?
You know, guys, he said that we were afraid to have him back on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we don't look like... we might have to call him out on that and bring him to the test.
Yeah.
Maybe we could finally talk about Freddy's Dead, Rob.
I had to watch that for work this week. Again, I had to watch it again for work.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not watching it again. I'll just go off memory from the last time. Good God.
No, Rob, you got to watch it one more time.
That movie is trash.
Because I had to watch multiple Elm Streets to finish out my scripts this week for work. And I would rather watch Freddy's Dead twice than have to watch Dream Child again. I'm never watching Dream Child again, like, as long as I live.
Yeah, it's nearly unwatchable, that one. It's so bad.
I'm done. I'm never again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That is the worst one in the franchise.
I don't know, man. Freddy's Dead's pretty bad.
It's bad, but Dream Master's a whole nother level of bad. It's
Dream Child.
Dream Child, yeah. Dream Master's okay.
Which is worse? Dream Child or... Actually, which is worse? Freddy's Dead or Jason Goes to Hell?
Oh, Freddy's Dead.
Really? No.
Yeah, I would watch Jason Goes to Hell before I'd watch Freddy's Dead.
Know about that, man. Jason Goes to Hell is pretty bad.
It's bad, but it ain't Freddy's Dead bad. Tom Arnold and Roseanne don't show up in it.
Wow.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? That's...
I don't know, man. They were trying to do all sorts of weird cameos. It's stupid. What a dumbass movie.
But it also doesn't have Alice Cooper in it, so...
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
That was one of the things Bobby liked about it.
He liked Alice Cooper?
He seemed to.
I mean, Alice Cooper's fine, but I don't need him in my movies. You know?
Fair
Just
enough.
Go play golf, weirdo.
Fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, Greg always, I mean, anyone who follows us on Twitter has run into Greg, or Greg has run into them, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
And he's always has strong opinions on movies. But dude, see, that's why I like Greg, man. He really, really means that shit, you know? Like he has such a passion for it. And that's what it's all about.
He will fight for his dumb opinions, no matter how stupid they are. He will stand right by them.
Those were all good opinions. Let's...
I don't know about that.
I'm going to play IR Chris's voicemail again.
Oh.
See, he was much better. Although he did get, I was fucking with him a little bit. Because I guess I don't know if the episode was even out at the time. It just, last week's episode had just dropped. And I guess he didn't listen to it yet. And he said something about Asami from Audition. And I was fucking with him. And I said, what if I told you she loses? And he said that he would go off on us worse than Chris did. So, yeah. Oh, and then there was a little tidbit. They had a little beef that came and went. I don't know if I could find it real quick.
Wait, who had beef?
IR Chris and Camp Counselor Greg.
Oh, that seems about par for the course, I think.
I can't find it in my feed right now, but Greg had sent that tweet out, and Chris had sent out some GIF defending himself and threatening Chris at the same time. And Chris said, at least Asami didn't get knocked out in the first round. That's
Oh, you know, I was getting along with IR Chris just fine before we started doing
Yeah, we knocked Jason out. I mean, we pretty much sealed our coffin at that point with Chris.
Yeah.
I think we're dead to him forever.
Yeah. It's fine.
And then you had him direct complaints to me, which I did not appreciate.
Well,
handle well.
I told you when we did that, part of me sided with Pinhead. I was going to throw them all to you, and you were more than happy. You didn't know the IR Chris storm was coming. That's the problem.
I mean, you are the customer service department around here, Kat.
This is true. Yeah. All right. I'm going to start complaining about some of the articles that are getting posted on the damn website.
Wait until I get my Shaun of the Dead socks. We'll have to redo the whole thing.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm going to start reviewing Robert Englund coffee on.
That's fine. I'm good with that. Can we get into the news? I don't want to get into his socks.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Thank God.
It's time to hump the news with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius.
Ow, I dropped my phone on my hand. This fucker's heavy too, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just sent you guys an image on Twitter.
I gotta go look at Twitter, man.
Poor Rob.
I saw the White Castle t-shirt
I was
again,
gonna
and I was
say,
like, what? Why?
Is it the White Castle t-shirt?
No,
oh
I'm
my
not.
god, those are something. and a
Yeah,
half.
I saw these. I saw
Okay.
these.
Reebok has Jurassic Park shoes coming up. Kat, don't you dare say anything bad about these.
No, I was actually going to compliment them. I was going to say, I think they look, looking at the colors, I think they would go really well with a Taco Bell tracksuit.
They would look good. They would look good. And the fanny pack would set off the accents.
No!
Well, I had about enough I could take on this damn episode. God, Kat, come on. These are nice
Sorry.
shoes.
They're, you know what, they're statement pieces, and I like that. I appreciate anyone bold enough to wear these.
Oh, I'd wear these in a heartbeat. Honestly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, they even got the Jurassic Park logo on the front. Oh, the bottom. I might get these shoes. Okay, yeah. The bottom has like a little gash on them. I might have to own these.
Hey, you're going to pay for those shoes, but not a Taco Bell tracksuit.
Absolutely.
You
Oh, they're $180.
$180?
Woo!
That's over double the price. Track.
Yeah.
But about half the price of a Mountain Dew Mogwai. So, you know.
I hate that that's the scale.
It is. And at least I can wear these out. Like, I'm not going to walk around with a gizmo. Although.
You going to wear those out?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the one keeping you from picking up ladies.
Dude, these shoes are fucking badass, man. The Jurassic Park shoes.
All right.
Okay, look, if you just picked out these shoes with these colors, I get it, but they're Jurassic Park shoes.
I mean, they are cool looking shoes, but I would never buy them. I would never wear them. Mainly because I only wear Vans. But they're cool.
I'm a little thrown right now. That $180 price tag. I mean, I could get Jordans for that money. I don't know about these. I gotta think about it.
They still make Jordans?
What? Of course. What do you mean?
Dude, they played basketball in like 20 years.
He's still got the best-selling shoes in the world.
They don't make like LeBron shoes now or something?
Yep, not interested in them. Anyway, moving on. Saw is putting out a steelbook for... Oh, wait, this is the first Saw movie.
Yeah, it's the first song.
Okay. So they're putting out a steelbook for the first Saw film in 4K. So, Kat, what do you think of that?
I'm excited. I still don't have... This is weird to say. Rob actually has a better edition of Saw than I do, because I bought mine as it was coming out, and they've added stuff and done behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't have yet, so I'm excited to have the steelbook.
Yeah, when it came to buying the Saw movies, it was important to me that I get the top-of-the-line collection.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did. I mean, I'm a little disappointed because I thought this was a whole set.
I do wish it was the whole set, because that would be...
Well, you don't want to buy a whole set now because there's a new one coming out.
Touche. That's true.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
You get the set and you think you're all ready and good to go, and then they announce another movie and you're like, damn it.
Well, you can pre-order it at Best Buy. Oh, it's only $20. It's $19, $18.99. That's
too much.
What? For a steelbook DVD? No.
I mean, for Saw. I got the entire collection of Saw movies for like $22.
But this is a steelbook.
Right.
Steelbooks are dumb and overrated.
Okay.
Wow.
Surly Rob Humphrey today.
As opposed to my normal cheerful self.
Touche. That's a very good point. That's true. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Go pick that up. I see you can pre-order it at Best Buy. I would imagine there's other spots, but you can definitely go do that at Best Buy. Okay, next up, Don Mancini's Chucky television series. We are getting returns from Alex Vincent, who played Andy, and Christina Leese returning for Kyle. Her role's Kyle. I like when, I was going to say films do this, but franchises in general do this. It adds authenticity. Not that this needs it, because everybody's there for this from the original Chucky franchise. But this adds even more to it, and considering how off base that damn remake was, it makes me even more excited about this TV series.
I don't know who Kyle is.
Blonde chick from... I forget which one. Hold on. Let me look that up. You think I would have did this beforehand, right?
Or you were just hoping we would know who Kyle was.
That would be nice also. Child's Play 2.
Uh-huh.
Where is hers at? Yeah, she played... she was... Wow. Damn. It's crazy seeing how old... You know, I forget who I was talking to, but I was saying, can you believe that fucking Bride of Chucky came out in 1998?
Oh, wow.
Like over 2 decades ago that movie came out. So Child's Play 2, obviously way sooner than that. So you see these actors and actresses, current pictures, and you're like, wow, not the same person, but it is. So she played the role of Kyle in part 2. I think it was the babysitter.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that character. Yeah.
Right.
Well, weird one to bring back.
Well, who are you really going to bring back?
I don't know, but she ain't been in any of the movies since.
Oh, wait, hold on, though. It sounds like Chucky is going to be a true franchise reunion, continuing the storylines from the previous films and also marking the return of Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, she is coming back.
Yeah, according to Bloody Disgusting. So, yeah, look at that.
All right. Well, good on them.
All right. So we were just talking about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew she'd be back. Good for her. So, yeah, that's it for that one.
All right.
All right, next up, I probably should have waited on that one, because this is kind of womp 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 after that. The Forever Purge.
Oh. Yeah.
The franchise's final film it's going to be dropping the weekend of 4th of July.
Why is it called that? Why is it called the Forever Purge?
Who the hell knows?
I mean, look, I know nothing is ever the final anything, especially in horror, you know, and I believe we're having something very special happening around the release of that, so that's actually very exciting that news is starting to drop on this. But yeah, I mean, see, my thing is I like the Purge movies because they're fun, but it's like, you know, it's just something you have on.
Right. That title is something else.
Yeah.
I will say, I do appreciate, because one of my biggest pet peeves in horror franchises is the final whatever. I like that they didn't use the word final in it, but forever is a really weird choice.
Yeah.
I like the first movie a lot, and it's like a franchise of diminishing returns. Like each subsequent movie has been worse than the one before it.
Right.
So maybe they should have called this one the Worst Purge.
That's not nice.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be good. I like the TV show. I thought the TV show was good.
I never caught that.
Yeah, in general, I haven't been a huge fan. And they all, like I say, they progressively get worse, but in reality, they all kind of blend together in my mind.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember which one is really which. So I don't know. Maybe the quality just took a big dip after the first one and stayed at that level.
No, they got worse.
I think it's also because it's the same thing over and over again, pretty much. There are these things are so fucking cool. Mini busts, which anyone who is not sure what I'm talking about, you know, like the sculptures of the head and chest area of a character. There's a bunch of them out, and one of them is Michael Myers, House of a Thousand Corpses. Rob.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What do you guys? This is from the Misfits. Is this like? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. First up, we're getting Captain Spaulding and Dr. Satan bust from Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses, along with a Michael Myers bust from the original, based from the original Halloween. They're 5 inches tall. These are minis. They're $25 each, and they expect to start shipping. Oh my god! In October. This is from Trick or Treat Studios. Cat, they have Saw. They have Little Jigsaw, Tiff, Chucky, Frankenstein. Oh shit. Okay. I might have to get some of these.
I like that Michael Myers one.
That is badass. They even have Leatherface. And Sam from Trick or Treat. I mean, I've seen the custom made busts that people sell, and it's like, on Etsy and shit, and people actually make them. The work they put into this shit is absolutely incredible. But I mean, the minis, these are mass produced, so they're not anything like that, but they're kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like this Michael Myers one.
They have a Creepshow one too. Oh wow. Okay, so Trick or Treat Studios has Fluffy the Crate Beast bust prop, and this is from Creepshow, and it's sculpted by Tom Savini.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm interested.
$300.
How much?
$300. So wait a minute, hold on. You can get an entire fucking head bust sculpted by Tom fucking Savini, or a stuffed animal mogwai with a fucking Mountain Dew logo on it. Are you serious right now?
Tom Savini, we've got to talk about your pricing. You are worth more than Mountain Dew. Please come onto the podcast so we can give you a pep talk. And
Yeah.
I know this is Mountain Dew's problem, but I don't like that comparison. I don't like that those are. That's upsetting to me.
I got the Universal Monsters here too. Well, some of them. Yeah, I like these.
They're a little, like, if you have like a little desk, you can bring those to work or something and sit them there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I think that was all that I had. Oh, no. Kat, you wanted to talk about, what was the name of that game again?
Binding of Isaac.
Yes, tell us about it.
Yes, so Binding of Isaac just got its latest update, Binding of Isaac Repentance. And I have not played it yet. I'm debating whether or not I should get it for the, just get the expansion for the PC, which I've played it on, gotten all the achievements, or it's coming out later this year to the Nintendo Switch. And as someone who still only owns one game for the Nintendo Switch and has gotten hundreds of hours of playtime from the original Binding of Isaac and then Binding of Isaac Rebirth, I'm thinking that would probably be a pretty good investment. But all of the new items look really cool, and for any indie horror gamers out there, you should check it out. Good game.
I'd never heard of it before. We were talking about this before we started recording the show, and I never heard about it before Kat mentioned it, and I looked it up, and this thing looks really fucking cool.
It's really it's a lot of fun. I do a lot of achievement hunting, so, I get more than the average amount of game time out of a game than,
right.
Like a lot of people. But even just the original, I think I spent like 400 hours to get the 100% on that. And I never got bored. I got frustrated as all get out trying to, because the achievements are hard. It's a very difficult game. But, and then like each of the expansions, I got the, they did Afterbirth, I think was the most recent one I got for the PS Vita a couple years ago, and that's easily doubled the amount of time I've spent playing this game. It's a ton of fun.
And what'd you say? It was like an RPG or?
Yeah, it's just like a little, it's a roguelike. So every time you go into the basement, it's a basement instead of a dungeon. Most roguelikes have dungeons, but this one, you're just going into your own basement, your own like 7-layer basement full of horrors. And each time you go in, it's like all randomly generated rooms, monsters, loot drops. It's a ton of fun.
If you're looking for a solid investment for the Switch, you need to get Animal Crossing.
Oh God.
It's nice. You build your own little village. You invite other animals to come live there.
To be fair, I have
neighbors.
I've played Stardew Valley a little bit, and that's as close as I can get to like a nice, wholesome game, I think.
You're missing out. You can buy and sell turnips.
So you can do that on Stardew Valley, but also there's someone who might be a murderer. So
yeah.
Ooh.
It's got the best of everything.
I don't think there's any murder in Animal Crossing. You can't swim though.
What about the fox guy? He looks a little fishy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, that fox. Yeah, Yeah, he will try and you got to be careful with him because he'll sell you counterfeit stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do have to look out for him.
Fair enough. I'm kind of bummed because, as everybody knows, my console of choice is Xbox, and if this was on there, I would definitely be thrown down on it. I haven't done PC gaming in so long, like years, so I don't know if I would really get enough time out of it if I bought it on Steam or anything, but I don't know. Kat, do you think there'll be any, like, it's on PlayStation, you said?
Yeah, it is on
shit.
PlayStation. So the Vita store has like just recently closed, or is closing, so you can't get the I don't know if you can get the Vita one anymore, but I know that you can get Afterbirth on the PS4, and this one, Repentance, is supposed to be coming out. Whenever it's dropping on the Switch, it's also supposed to be dropping for the PS5. So,
well, fuck Xbox altogether then, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been saying that for a long time.
They know what's up. They know what
Xbox
console it needs to be on.
It's the superior machine, guys. Let's get over it.
Not. It's just not.
It is. But that does kind of suck. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not heartbroken that it's not coming out on this, but if it was, I would definitely give it a go, for sure. Look at this. Binding of Isaac, Xbox One. This is Binding of Isaac Rebirth. This is not the new one, is it?
That's not the new one.
Well, fuck me.
That's not even the most recent one. I don't think that's Afterbirth.
I expect you to buy it and play it and spend 400 hours.
Yeah.
To whatever Cat did in 400 hours.
I was gonna say get the Platinum, but I don't know what it is for Xbox. Get whatever the lamer version of the Platinum trophy is on an Xbox. I know I'm gonna be making enemies today, so I just decided to come in swinging, I guess.
I would suppose so.
No, but it's seriously fun. If you get a chance to play it, I would recommend it.
It does look like a good time.
It's hard. There's a bit of a learning curve, but it's well worth the investment.
Yeah. All right. So it does look like a good time. If anyone hasn't heard of this, like I didn't, definitely give it it's at least worth the look see, because this shit does look fucking like a giant turd monster. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, give it a look. It does look really freaking cool. So, all right. That's all I got for the news, guys. Oh, shit.
All right.
Okay. Murder Madness round 2 is beginning, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you can feel it. It's in the air, right? The excitement.
I hope
nervous.
the number one seed is just Xbox versus PlayStation.
Oh God Almighty! That would be like 2 months worth of an episode right there. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. All right, so the first matchup we're gonna just run through. We could probably get through the whole second round because, like you said last week, Rob, it's really what we've been doing throughout. So we're gonna start on the left side of the bracket, and there's no fucking dramatics here since the seating and everything is filled out already. First matchup for round 2 is the Cabin in the Woods director versus Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He would, they wouldn't even have to manipulate him into, like, the chem department could take a day off, because he wouldn't have to be manipulated into doing anything. He would just be like, oh, it's a totally normal thing to go down into this basement, because that's what everyone would do, so I'm going to do it also, and then, like, go down there and immediately be killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see any way he makes it out.
No. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to sell Patrick too short. I could see him, he'll make his way through a little bit, I think. But, I mean, anywhere close to completion to move on, no, not happening. All right, so that was an easy pick.
That was quick.
Damn it, man. Cabin in the Woods moves on. Son of a bitch. All right. Can we skip this one?
No. What are you talking about?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either, but Skip anything?
It's the Leprechaun versus Ash.
Oh, your little green friend is dead, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Before we move too far, let's calm down. I'll admit it's not looking good. I will admit. And being completely unbiased, Ash has overcome an army of zombies. And although they're not magical, they are an army. So I mean, it's fucked up. Like, I will easily sit and argue with somebody all day long that Leprechaun will fuck Leatherface up, which he would. But man, I don't know if I have it in me for Ash. Like, I just feel like he'll get it done.
Ash kills things. That's what he does.
Right.
I do think there are some things that could take Ash out of the running. I do think there are certain kinds of magic he can overcome. I think that he doesn't have the intelligence as some of our other picks.
Right. Whoa.
That some of our other picks are very, very smart. That's not...
You calling Bruce Campbell dumb?
No. I'm calling Ash...
Just calling Ash dumb.
Dumb, yeah. He's got street smarts, which is not... It's a different thing. I think there are some people who would have an edge. I don't think it's Leprechaun. I don't think Leprechaun is the one that's going to take him out. Because, again, an army of the undead.
Yeah.
Full army.
Yeah. And too, we bring up all this stuff that everyone else had, like the Cabin in the Woods director. Obviously, it's not just her. You have to... There's a package that comes along with it. Yeah. And Ash has his little crew. He always has. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm picking Leprechaun just so it's not a clean fucking sweep. I'm letting you know right now.
If Jennifer Aniston can kill the Leprechaun, Ash can get her.
Well, technically Jennifer Aniston didn't do it. The little boy did. I know that doesn't help my argument very much, but...
All right, if the child can kill the Leprechaun, then Ash can figure out how to get it done, my friend.
God damn it. Go ahead and say it, guys, because I'm not doing it.
All right, Ash.
Sorry.
Son of a bitch. Why couldn't he get Patrick Bateman? Damn it. This is bullshit.
Did you want the Leprechaun going up against the director, though? She just put him in a little box.
I have had to suffer through Pinhead beating Jason and Candyman beating Robert the Tire. And you don't come talk to me about injustice.
Oh. It sucks because it's a magical creature versus a human. So it's like you would think, but it's just something about Ash, man.
Ash is magical.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he kind of is almost in a way. Yeah, no. God damn, that hurts. That's a blow. Anyway, let's rip the Band-Aid off and move on. Okay, the next matchup is the Animals versus Samara from The Ring. This is a weird one.
It is a weird one, but it's still got to be Samara, right?
Yeah, I mean, the big advantage that we gave the Animals over the three was their range weapons. Right? They what do they have, crossbows or bow and arrow or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that ain't going to help them against Samara, I assume.
It's not.
So, yeah.
And all of the really smart things that they did were traps that are not going to apply to her anyway. They can take away her cell phone and she already doesn't have one. The most that could happen is they could not get the phone call, and that would be... Then they would just be dead in 7 days and they wouldn't even know why.
Yeah. As intelligent... See, that intelligence... it's such a weird matchup.
Oh, okay. Here's an argument, though.
Okay.
In their favor. Because the way that you don't really kill Samara, but you can pin her, you can give that problem to someone else. If you record the tape and you give it away, and you make someone else watch it, I don't think they'd have any moral objections doing that.
Right.
Where the hell are they gonna find a VCR?
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Although, actually, how the hell are they gonna watch the tape?
Oh god, I hate that I have to bring this up, but Rings? Does anyone remember Rings?
Oh yeah, kind of, but I don't remember.
Where there's the viral video YouTube cult that...
Oh, yeah, okay. I saw it once, and that was one too many damn times.
Yeah. I saw that one in theater, and I regretted it.
I didn't make that mistake, but I did sit through it at home.
I don't know why I thought it was going to be good. I got my hopes up way too high.
All right, so it's on YouTube?
Yeah.
All right.
You can send someone has converted the VCR directly to YouTube.
What an evil bastard.
Maybe it was the dark web. Anyway, someone got it on the interwebs, and now, unfortunately, you can see the video.
Yeah, but it would still be, but that would make it easier for him to pass on too.
That is, yeah.
Because you can share a link with no problem.
Not if you don't have cell phone service in the woods.
See, my thing is, if they had to kill her, like if they knew say they watched it, they got the call, 7 days, they said, okay, we got 7 days, we gotta rev up. Like, I don't know, like they are a lethal bunch, man. Like, I could maybe see a world where their team would be able to take her out. I mean, I don't know, but how would they do it? It's like the question.
They're going to get on that ferry and watch the horse jump off and everything?
See, a lot of their strategy is like isolating a person, like getting someone alone and kind of taking them out that way. But I think once they start to like patrol for Samara, she's going to do the exact same thing to them. I'm not going to be horribly upset, regardless of which way this goes, but I think Samara wins.
I'm leaning towards Samara too. I think she's going to be a tough out in this thing.
It's just like how, you know?
Yeah, we didn't include the Ghostbusters.
Oh God, yeah, we should have had them in here just for like a level playing field. Shit. Yeah.
Should have done protagonists on a different bracket.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see the Ghostbusters against Ash. I would love to know why they're fighting. And Bruce Campbell, if you want to make that movie, I'm
right.
I'll pre-order.
All right. Well, I mean, I really don't give a shit either way, truly. But I was leaning towards the animals, but I've been outvoted. I'm not gonna fight it because it's so hard to come up with a fucking argument against it, to be honest. So
yeah,
Samara moves on then.
I will say one thing about this tournament that so far I'm learning. I hate these supernatural characters. They're a pain in the ass.
It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, it really is tough. All right, now this one, next up, I've been looking forward to this matchup all week because this is a lot tougher than it seems.
Okay.
Hannibal Lecter versus Chucky.
What? No. I don't think it's that much tougher than it seems.
Well, think about it, though. Hannibal eats people. Chucky's a doll.
But Hannibal doesn't just eat people. Like, he gets into people's heads. He has a history of criminal psychology.
Yeah.
Chucky was a serial killer.
But I don't know. Charles Lee Ray doesn't seem like he doesn't seem like a weak-minded person that can be easily manipulated.
Not easily manipulated. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a knockout, instant thing. But I don't think there's any way that Hannibal loses in the long run, in the long game.
See, yeah, that's because he's looking for flesh. He might ignore Chucky entirely. And Chucky could get that. And I forget what we had that argument on where it was like they would have, I think it was the humans. I don't remember what the hell argument it was for which battle it was, but it was they would have one shot, and if they fuck it up, that's it. Oh, I think it was the Saw with Laurie and Amanda. Yeah, if you get that one shot and you fuck it up, you're fucked. Like that would be Chucky, but I think Chucky would have a higher chance of not fucking it up because he would have such a sneak advantage. But I mean, it's fucking Hannibal, though, man.
I don't know, man. I it's funny because I'm going the other way. I think this is an easy win for Chucky.
You don't think that if so you're talking about like being sneaky and all that stuff in Hannibal's like very classy environment that he concocts for himself wherever he's at. You don't think he would notice a doll, like a creepy good guy doll hanging around?
I think he would notice the doll, but he's a very intelligent person. He's not going to think that the doll has a serial killer inside of it.
He's not going to keep it around. Like, he's not going to just be like, oh, this mysterious doll showed up. guess I gotta leave it on my bookshelf with all of my paintings.
He's going to go pick it up, and then Chucky's going to stab him in the neck before he even knew what happened.
And
even if Chucky misses and it comes down to like a fight, I still think Chucky can take out old man Hannibal. Hannibal's not a hand-to-hand combat guy.
So here's the thing. I think if he has... So the problem with that argument is that the Chucky doll would already have to have a knife before Hannibal picked it up to examine it. And again, I think Hannibal, if he sees a doll with a knife, he's going to be like, he might not think, a serial killer is possessing a doll that's about to get me. But he's not like, he's going to know that's not a normal thing. He's not going to pick up a doll with a knife. He's going to be like, okay, some serial killer is behind this because this is abnormal behavior. And then he's going to figure out, in like a couple seconds, he's going to keep his eye on the doll. And then, Chucky's lost the advantage there.
Nah, I think that he would see it and he would want to go examine it. He's an intellectual. He's curious about things, and he's going to go examine this doll to find out how it ended up there. And boom, dead. Before he even knew what happened.
I don't think so.
This is so tough for me.
You're going to have to decide, Mikey.
Yeah.
Damn you two. Hannibal, I want to say Hannibal's one of my favorite characters of all time. I love, like, he's so, that mental fuck that he possesses, like, I'm into that shit, man. Like, that's my shit. So, and I love Chucky to death, but this is fucking tough, man. See, that's my thing. It's like Hannibal, I feel like because we've seen him before, as intelligent as he is, if he gets that chance to feast, he will be slightly distracted by it. Like it definitely is it sticks out to him to get that opportunity. So I don't know, not that he needs it, because we've seen Hannibal strike from out of nowhere, but that heightened sense of it, because in the jail cell in Silence of the Lambs, when he took out those two guards, like he can't throw it down, but he needed that one dude handcuffed, that one quick strike on the other, like he had the upper hand in it. I don't know if he'll have the upper hand against Chucky. As far as when, I think Chucky will get to him first.
But, so, I'm not convinced that Chucky has a stealth advantage in this situation. And I also, the other case that I'll make for this is that there are things that Chucky wants. Like,
right.
If this were just, like, some crazy person, and Chucky has motivations. They change throughout the movies. But I think as long as there's something that a person wants, Hannibal is going to know how to manipulate them, I think there's that I can help you angle that just is going to give him the edge.
In this instance, what Chucky wants is the Lord Humphrey Cup. And the only way he can get it is by killing Hannibal.
But Hannibal can help him.
By dying.
Stab, stab, stab.
I'm not going to be heartbroken either way, Mikey, so just call it.
I'm heartbroken, right? Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is bad for me. I love them both so much.
I'll live. I will stick to my guns that Hannibal wins this, but I will live if he doesn't.
I don't think he's going to. I got to go with Chucky, guys. God.
You're wrong. But
Welcome to the right side of history, Mike.
I love Hannibal was like one of my dark horses. I know I had a million dark horses, but I love Hannibal so much, man. Like Silence of the Lambs is one of my favorite movies ever.
I love how you got my back with me and you in the Taco Bell tracksuits and everything. It's gonna be sweet.
God damn it.
I hope you know that by choosing Chucky, you have committed to a Taco Bell tracksuit.
I have not. No.
And fanny pack.
No.
Hey, I'll buy those stupid dinosaur shoes.
Spend $180 on those shoes?
To complete the look, yeah.
I don't believe them. Anyway.
No!
This one truly, like, this bothers me more than the Leprechaun losing. Not gonna lie.
It should.
It does.
It
really
should.
Does. Not by much. But for it to even be up there says something. And it's a little... Oh, I feel dirty about this one. Oh... It's by the smallest of fucking margins. I just, like I said, I was looking at the bracket earlier this week and I said, holy shit, that's a weird one. Damn it, man. All right. Chucky moves on. Damn. It's just Chucky has that like we've seen in Bride of Chucky and a couple other spots where he just has that urge to kill for no reason sometimes, and he's so vicious about it. And Hannibal is too, but there's usually a reason. Chucky will kill a motherfucker point blank. So I feel dirty. I feel really bad about this one. This is going to be the one this week, guys. This is going to be the one we hear about. All right.
And remember, send those complaints to Kat.
I'll commiserate with you this week. I know I was mean to one or two people on Twitter this past week, but I'll do better moving forward if you only complain about Hannibal and Chucky.
You got mean with people?
What?
You got mean with people? Come on, Kat, you're representing the show.
Oh yeah.
And we are nice to people.
I feel like I feel like I've represented the show more this last week than
Rob straight up tells our voicemail submissions that they're drunk. Like all this shit.
Well, somebody's got to point that out.
Yeah, right.
And don't you mouth off to me or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
Okay, anyway, that sucks. That's a shitty. It's tough to lose. Now, see, we already had the round where there's a few that really hurt to lose. Now we're really going to get the ones that it's going to be tough. So, all right. Moving along. This is an interesting one, too. Laurie Strode versus Freddy Krueger.
Oh, no. Okay.
Wow. There's a lot of different angles on this one.
I'm torn because I want to get an opinion in here really fast so I don't have to be the tiebreaker, but I also am not 100% sure like what that opinion is.
Fair enough.
I will say I want to back Freddy. Like I really seriously do. I'm going to be a little bit salty if a non-slasher wins our Murder Madness bracket. And I love Nightmare on Elm Street so much.
I really think Laurie. That's the way I'm leaning.
I want this movie. I could tell you that. I want Laurie Strode.
Yeah.
I want this movie. I know that.
I mean, who did Freddy face last time?
Were we counting last round Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Okay, yeah. And we talked about how Leatherface wouldn't be able to figure out how to pull him out of the dream world.
Right.
Which is necessary to kill him. But I think Laurie is resourceful enough to do that.
Okay, but here's what I'm going to go back to. I'm finally starting to make kind of a case for Freddy in my head. If we're talking about the newer Laurie Strode, if we're talking about the more recent movies, she's already unhinged. Sleep deprivation is going to do a number on her while she figures that shit out.
That's true.
She's not going to be going into the fight at full capacity. Also, he's very good at manipulating people through their children. Like, once she has kids, that's a weakness he can use. And I don't think her daughter or her granddaughter would stand up very long against Freddy.
I want to point out another Freddy Krueger argument. We've seen most Freddy Krueger movies where he's using these kids to make himself stronger, to spread, all this stuff that he's trying to do. If Freddy Krueger just wants to kill and nothing else, has no other objective, he just wants to kill and go home, Laurie's going to have a tough time.
Yeah, if he doesn't give her the time to figure it out that he gives to like Nancy or Kristen, like it's going to be rough.
And I will say this though, also to defend Laurie, because this is a hell of a matchup. If there was anyone, it would be Laurie fucking Strode.
Yeah.
Rob, what have you to say about this? I know your wheels are turning.
Well, now I'm starting to lean Freddy.
God damn it, Rob! No, come on,
I'm still willing to be swayed on this, but I don't want to be the tiebreaker on this one. I'm casting my vote for Freddy early.
It's so hard.
Because
I love Laurie Strode so much. She's so good. And I always I keep going back to like she survived Michael.
Right. But barely.
Yeah.
Quite a few times barely.
And Freddy does some of his best work on people who have had trauma in their past. I think once she survives Michael...
But that's the thing. It's very difficult because if she gets him out, if she does manage to get him out, it's over.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the most recent incarnation of Laurie, because she's got guns, she's got everything, and she is trained to just murder. Essentially, she's to defend herself. I think it's over quickly, but
if she gets him out,
she's got to be able to get him out, and I don't know that she gets that chance.
I think you guys are underestimating Freddy outside the damn dream world. I'm just saying.
Freddy's not good outside the dream.
No, he's an old burn victim pedophile outside the dream world.
Like terrible haunting monster who can attack people's deepest fears in the dream world, and I think he can make it really far in this. But outside of the dream world, he's constantly getting beat up and embarrassed by teenagers, and that's just a fact. Like, I love Nightmare on Elm Street so much, but that's just, he's outside the dream world. He's not good.
He got the upper hand on Jason Voorhees in a movie, man.
Before he was decapitated.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but I'm saying he had his moments against Jason.
Yeah, but Jason didn't have a gun.
But so did a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if she pulls him out of the dream world, she's got a shotgun.
But she's got to get to that shotgun.
Dude, did you not see how paranoid and crazy she was in that movie? She's got him all over the house.
Yeah, but she just woke up from a dream with Freddy Krueger. You know? I don't know. I'm just saying.
You're making me want to vote against Freddy now, Mike.
No, yeah, don't do that.
This is a fucked up matchup. It really is. But I just want to say one more time. A Laurie Strode Nightmare on Elm Street movie would be absolutely fucking incredible.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I don't know. What say you, Mike?
I gotta go with Freddy because if he's just going for the kill, that's it.
All right, so I'll cast my vote for Laurie just so she doesn't get completely obliterated, but I'm okay with it.
I do feel a bit better knowing that it wasn't a clean sweep, because that's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah.
This tournament sucks.
It really does.
Can we just go back to watching movies?
It's given me a lot of flash fiction ideas, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course, now I have a pile of like these really weird crossover like fictions on my desk that I don't know what to do with, but
can't wait to not read them.
Yeah. I can't wait to not edit them. So we're in a great
Not because Kat wrote them, just because I don't read.
Well, you could have skipped over that sock article she had her hand in. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Pulitzer, that's all.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm not submitting that son of a bitch. As soon as I figure out how you submit, even if you I don't know.
I wonder if there are article awards that like I could submit that to.
I'm sure. Sure there are.
Could you imagine the look on their faces at the Pulitzer when they look at that submit? They'd be like, what in the fuck? Who had the crayons to put this one together? Look at these socks. Look, you heard the show? He said some of them were dirty.
You were downplaying the socks, Mike.
I'm sorry. All right, moving along. I think we're getting to a little bit easier of a selections coming up here.
Good.
Carrie versus Pinhead.
Pinhead. I'm sorry, Carrie. I was prepared to just say Carrie no matter what, but it's Pinhead.
No, it's Carrie.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's Carrie.
Rob.
If you use the exploding head argument with telekinesis, I'm gonna be so mad. That's not a thing she does.
Yeah, she has telekinesis. she can do whatever she wants to him.
Oh my God.
It's Carrie.
If one were to argue Carrie, I will say it takes extreme rage to bring out Carrie's inner powers, and I don't think coming face to face with Pinhead there would be extreme rage. I think it would be extreme fear.
Plus, this is oh my God, people are gonna listen to this and be mad at me. My mom listens to this podcast.
I'm already mad at you.
Here's the thing, is that I think a sheltered, naive high school girl who gets like tricked into this, who gets tricked by a bunch of high schoolers because she wants to go to prom so badly, is very much the kind of target who can be easily manipulated into being a puppet for Pinhead. He's broken the wills of much stronger, more aware people, and Carrie doesn't have that kind of life experience. She's got very little defense against this.
But those people didn't have telekinetic powers.
Well, no, they didn't, but also, I'm not even convinced he'd have to use any of his powers to get her to just bring herself to hell.
All right, well, my last point on this is I am not going to vote for Pinhead for the rest of this tournament after the debacle in the first round, so I vote Carrie.
You know what's going to happen? You know what is going to happen is, like, if Pinhead makes it to the final round, it's going to be Pinhead and Ash is going to win out of spite, even though he's not a slasher. Do you want this? Is this where we're at?
Is Pinhead a slasher?
More than Ash?
He's not really a slasher.
Rob, come on. I mean,
no, Carrie.
All right, well.
You gotta vote. You just vote against me, and then I lose, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but I just can't bring myself to vote for him. I can't do it.
This is Rob hoping I keep my dignity, and so he can keep his, and Pinhead will move on, which he will, because I mean, it's an interesting matchup. It would be cool.
Keep my dignity. I want to wear a Taco Bell tracksuit with a matching fanny pack. I don't have any dignity.
And Jurassic Park shoes. That's very true. Yeah, Carrie. No, it's not going to happen. It's an interesting matchup, but like I said, I just don't think Carrie will get her wheels off the ground coming face to face with Pinhead. I can't see it happening. Not that I think even if she did, it would be enough, but interesting thought. So Carrie goes down. That sucks. This is a funny one. Next matchup is the Collector versus the Babadook.
Oh, geez. This is another one I kind of want to get my opinion in early just because I don't really want to have to be the tiebreaker on this one. And I'm not... My instinct is to say that because there is that strong supernatural element, but the Babadook isn't... He doesn't have that same viciousness, Like, he doesn't have the same desire to kill so much as what he wants to, like, play mind games with people. And the Collector... true to his name, I think would be very capable of collecting, capturing, and then displaying the Babadook somewhere where he's kind of out of the way. I don't think it would necessarily be a kill, but I think maybe the Collector wins, and I'm not crazy that I'm saying that.
See, I was kind of leaning the other way because the Collector, his thing is sort of those elaborate traps and everything, and I don't think that he can snare the Babadook in one of those. However, the Babadook could make him feel really, really bad about the things that he's done.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, possibly, but the Collector's just so stone-faced. Like, he is on a mission. He's almost like a mercenary mixed with like a jigsaw mind or something, I don't know. I'm going Collector on this one. Only because if he does get face-to-face with him and the Babadook is not already rent-free in his head, it's going to be an annihilation.
You've almost swayed me over to the other... You've almost swayed me over to the Babadook side after I said I didn't want to be a tiebreaker. That only works under the presumption that the Collector, like, has any kind of sense of morality or any sense of anything. And we don't really see evidence, but...
we don't really know much about the character, I guess.
No.
Of course, we don't really know a whole lot about the Babadook either.
Also very true.
It would be very hard, I think, if you're the Collector to come face-to-face with anybody in that bitchin' of a top hat and want to murder him.
Oh, well, that's true.
I've never heard bitchin' of a top hat before, ever.
Yeah, so really his biggest weaknesses in this tournament were the Babadook or Rose the Hat.
Dear God. I just don't see the Collector giving a fuck about anything that's said to him at all. I could see him maybe feeling bad after the fact, but I think he's like when he's on a mission, that's it.
Yeah, you guys that's a really good point.
Yeah.
The Babadook is not going to be effective against a complete sociopath.
He would be really effective against John Kramer. If John Kramer had still, if he had gone up against John, I think the Babadook would have been. But
no, all right. You guys have convinced me. I'll go the Collector.
All right. So Babadook made it to round 2. Hey, there's no shame in that. Okay, so the last matchup on the left side of this bracket, I don't think it's going to be too much of an argument, but this is another movie I would love to fucking see. Sweeney Todd versus Michael Myers.
Okay, God.
Ooh.
Can I ask a favor of you guys? Can you both vote for Michael Myers so that I can say Sweeney Todd so that it's not a clean sweep? Because we know that Michael wins. Sweeney Todd is very revenge motivated, and he's very good at killing people if they sit down in a chair for a shave, which we know Michael Myers isn't going to do. We know that Sweeney Todd doesn't have the vendetta against Michael Myers to go after him, and he's kind of a dope. Mrs. Lovett has to get him to do just basic everyday human things, and there's no way that but I don't want it to be 3-1 to vote out Sweeney Todd. That's gonna make me so sad.
Yeah, and he's not gonna be able to hide from Michael because he's in a stupid musical, so he's gonna be singing the whole time. I pick obviously I vote for Michael. I mean, what the hell? You think Michael Myers can't take Johnny Depp?
When you put it that way, that's it. If I weren't already kind of on the Michael bandwagon, I think that might sway me.
I just look at it as pure, put him in a fucking cage, a UFC cage, and stand back. And I do think Myers would come out on top, but that would be a battle, man, because Sweeney Todd is fast, he's accurate. I want to him dialed in would be crazy against Michael Myers.
I will say, I do think that's if it were just the two of them, I would really like to see the fight where Sweeney Todd steps in, gets the carotid artery in the first second of the combat, and the rest is just a weakened Michael Myers just strangling the life out of Sweeney Todd.
Right.
Anyway.
He's not going to stop.
Bleeding all over him, so that's the thing though, is I think he wins. I think he's tougher.
Yeah.
Also, a kid killed Sweeney Todd, so
that's a great point. Because if Myers gets a good shot on Sweeney Todd, that's it. It's over. Done. Say goodnight.
It took a small orphan boy to kill Sweeney Todd.
That's another good point. But even if Sweeney Todd does get a good lick in, Myers is just, until he's dead and gone, will not stop. And that's the difference.
Thank God, because if you guys had a stupid singing barber kill Michael Myers off in this tournament, I was going to quit this goddamn show.
I believe Ron. He would definitely leave in the middle of this recording and never come back. We'd all be blocked. That'd be it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so the left side is done. And now we move on to the right side for round 2. And the first matchup is Damian Thorne versus Nathan Wallace from Repo.
It's too bad that he's not up against Sweeney Todd, because we know that a small child. On the contrary side of that, we know that Nathan Wallace can kill a small child, so the powers do make it interesting.
I'm not sure what powers Damien really has, though.
He might just fuel, because Nathan has that whole, he hears voices, he kind of sings to himself, he's unhinged. Damien's presence, I think, would exacerbate that, but that might just make him crazier and more lethal.
Yeah, Damien's a tough character for me to sort of quantify, what powers exactly he has. And clearly he has some, but I always think of the original movie. I know there were sequels, but I've only seen them, a fraction of the times that I've seen the original film. And in that one, there's premonitions of things that are going to happen in photographs and stuff. It's like a long game.
Yeah.
With Damien.
And he might not have that long.
Yeah, but I don't know who this other fella is because, again, musical. I'm kind of torn. I mean, I'll go whatever you guys think.
I have one question that might simplify it a little bit.
Okay.
If Nathan gets a hold of Damien and shoves something sharp through his throat, Damien dies, right? Or
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
We think.
I think Damien can be killed.
I'm going to vote for Nathan. And I think it's close. I do think, because Nathan, we know, has the capacity. He's got a lot of guilt. The Babadook could have very easily taken out Nathan.
Yes.
We know he's got a lot of inner turmoil, and that can be used against him. I think Damien could have just like a field day playing with Nathan's head, but I don't think he's going to last long enough to try it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Nathan on this one only because he's a hitman.
Yeah.
And I don't think Damien would be able to stop that.
Yeah.
This is another heartbreaker for me, and I don't like it. I don't want to say it. The Creeper versus poor Tiff. Poor Tiff.
Yeah, we just had the Creeper beat Annabelle. So he's really adept at taking out dolls.
He is adept at taking out dolls. I will say, I would not be. I'll vote for Tiff.
Wow.
No, I'm. The more I think about it, I was gonna say like I could see maybe there being a small fighting chance for Tiff, but the Creeper, of course, again, Jeepers Creepers 2 kind of muddies things up. He's not very good at like precision attacks. And I think fighting something that small, that fast, that motivated, that determined to kill, like, Tiffany's got it in her. I think if any small doll were gonna kill the Creeper, my money would be on her.
I just can't in my head work out a situation where she kills him.
And like,
I just don't see it.
He eats her maybe, and then she like kills him from the inside. There might be something here.
Kat, everyone knows how much I love Tiff. You're reaching on this one home, girl. I am Tiff's biggest fan. I can't with good morals do it. I want to. I can't.
Okay, I don't know.
He would destroy that thing. And it breaks my heart because I love Tiff to death. Why couldn't she have got Rose the Hat?
I'm not gonna be super devastated if Tiffany loses, but I think there's a chance here. I can kind of see it.
I can't.
I wish you could see it in my head, because like I'm getting a very clear image of like the school bus where he's like looking for her, and she's like just hacking him to pieces from below. It's very amusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Can we do like a round substitute with Jeremy Melton or something? Real quick. Like I love Tiff, man. That character is so fucking cool in every single way. And Bride of Chucky, hello, one of my favorite movies.
Don't start with that again.
I'm just saying. This one breaks my heart, but I just picture her stabbing the Creeper and him stomping it, ripping its head off, and chewing. That's all I get out of it.
Yeah, no, I can't see it. I vote for the Creeper.
Because, I mean, look what the Creeper's gone through, for crying out loud, and hasn't taken him down, you know? Like, I don't see Tiff being able to surpass that.
Creeper survived that third movie, which was no easy feat.
Jeez, yeah.
I barely made it through that son of a bitch.
So the Creeper survived nuclear war, pretty much. Is a stupid flower pot with the hand in it. Kat, are we officially putting this one away as 2-1?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I will say, by the end, you guys have kind of talked me onto the side of the Creeper, but I said I'd vote for Tiff. I'm sticking it out.
I appreciate it. I'm heartbroken. I love Tiff. I don't know what it is about that character. It's so damn cool. All right. The next matchup, which we got, this is another one we got a little bit of lip about on Twitter. The original matchup from round 1 was Art the Clown versus Rose the Hat. I still feel really, really dirty about this one, but.
And I want to to point out one of the arguments that I saw on Twitter, not to do any more fighting with our Twitter followers.
Just fight them. It's fine.
But because I was gonna try and be a peacemaker after that, but
that's
no,
my role.
One of the oh no, that explains so much.
I'm the show's diplomat.
One of the arguments that I saw was that the other members of True Knot were taken out with a gun, and I just want to point out that none of the other members of the True Knot were Rose the Hat. Like, she was very clearly running that organization and was way more powerful than anyone. Like, she would not ever be taken out with a gun. It took supernatural powers to kill her, and I just don't see, especially with the regeneration, I don't. A gun's not going to do it. I maintain that Rose would have won.
I was going to ask you guys about that, because like I said, I haven't seen Dr. Sleep, and I don't know if I ever will, but yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense to me. Yeah.
Her cronies were, like, not super powerful. They were a little bit stronger, that was the one edge that the book kind of had over the movie, was that they were more intimidating in the book. They had more fight in them. The movie didn't really portray that, but even in the movie, like, she was way tougher than anyone that she had traveling with her.
Was she tougher than Jim the Pants?
She was so much tougher than Jim the Pants, yeah.
Was there really a character, Jim the Pants?
No.
There was not, but his name, what was his name? Because it was also very dumb.
I don't remember any of their names.
She had a boyfriend who had an equally ridiculous name. It was not as bad as Jim the Pants, but it was...
Oh, God.
Who is she fighting?
Yeah, who's she fighting this week?
Rose the Hat is going up against Mick Taylor.
Ooh.
I haven't seen either of these movies, so, I mean, you guys... and
I'm, like, ping-ponging back and forth so fast. I want Rose to win, if I'm being honest, but... It's not a clear-cut...
No. See, and I'm on the other side. I really would like to see Mick win because Rose the Hat. Come on. That dumbass name out of here. But I don't know that he does.
I think... I don't think he could kill her, is the thing. I think she would have a tough time. I think he might get the jump on her a little bit, because she would want to try and, like, she's very good at seducing people, and he's not going to fall for that.
Yeah.
Even if she is a very, very pretty lady, but then, like, what's he gonna do once he has her? Like, there's nothing that he can.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not going to expect her to be some sort of supernatural being. What is she, like a vampire or something?
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell they are. So yeah, that was my line of thinking too. He's going to attack her thinking that she's just another woman, and she's not.
He's gonna use a bear trap on her hand and try to, like, get her down into the basement, and she's just gonna eat him.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe if he doesn't underestimate her, if he somehow knows, right, going in, I think there's a chance he could incapacitate her enough that she'd be wounded after, but I don't think he's gonna kill her. I just don't think he has the mental fortitude to do it.
No, I don't think so either. I agree. I think it's Rose the Hat.
Rose the Hat's taking this one?
Mm-hmm.
The Hat moves on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next matchup. And I before you guys say anything, I want to give my pick, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to leave it to you, to both of you.
Oh, no.
It's the Tethered versus John Kramer. And I think John Kramer wins hands down easily. Go ahead.
Over the Tethered?
Yep.
I don't think so. I mean, what's he going to... he's going to trap all of them?
Yes.
Yes.
They're going to run in full speed into whatever the hell he's got set up. And argument, whatever, if you think he can get them, you think he can't. If he does, they're not getting out of that, dude.
Well, they're definitely not getting out of the trap. There's no way.
No.
If he gets them in the trap, there's no way they get out. But there's so many.
It could be like he's taken out, like, SWAT teams, though. So it comes down to a matter of, like, how many Tethered can come after him. He could easily take, if you sent, like, if you sent him If you sent the tethered of him and all of his apprentices into his warehouse, they're not making it out of there. Like, that place is booby-trapped to hell.
They'll just come in guns blazing, I think, dude.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. They're dumb. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, they're not going to think anything of it.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because the tethered, I mean, they took out the strangers, which I'm still mad about. But it's just a bad matchup. They're gonna run blindly into whatever he's got set up.
All right.
Yeah, his strategies are more prepared to deal with, because they had a lot of like isolating people and using fear tactics, whereas John Kramer's very like out in the open. It's like, here I am, come get me, and they're gonna come get him, and then that's gonna be it.
Yep.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, I guess. Us is a far superior movie to Saw, though, just so we are clear on that.
Oh, boy.
I'm not engaging. I'm a peacemaker now.
You cannot believe that Saw is a better movie than Us.
If I had to watch one a bunch of times... so here's the thing. I said I wasn't engaging. I'm not. It will do someday. You almost tricked me. You almost baited me into it.
My mind is blown that you would make such a statement. But okay, all right, fine.
Kat, you turned so hard. I said no. Look at me, no.
All right.
Some other day, we'll have it out some other day. But
all right.
I do want to hear that. That would be a fun episode. We're getting all these random it's going to be like a new segment of What versus Saw. Like, we're just going to put up random shit against Saw. This is funny. All right. This is, I'm not going to be able to contribute all too much to this one either. Next matchup is Pennywise versus Asami.
Oh my God, I'm going to be in so much trouble.
Oh boy.
Pennywise wins. Right? Hold on, wait. I said that. He does, right?
I think so. I'm trying to think of a scenario in which he doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have one.
It's a slim chance. I would give him we've been talking in definitives because that's how voting works. But I would like to give him, I'd like to give her odds. 10-1 odds. Asami could win. Like, there's a chance in there because she's not going to kill him, but she could banish him for another 27 years because she just has to be braver than a kid with an inhaler, right? Like, that's...
Kids with inhalers are brave, all right? They're out there, there's pollen in the air, there's stuff going around.
But I just think that there's... I think there's a real case because what got the Pennywise that we're talking about is just like the power of belief. And I think Asami, just with the way that she is able to trick people, just, with this whole, this is a romance love story kind of thing, there's a chance. It's a slim chance. But it's a little bit more clear-cut than I first thought. I do think Pennywise wins.
Well, see, now you got me thinking she wins. Damn it, Kat.
Sorry. I felt like I don't want to be in trouble anymore. I would like I've been warned about voting Asami out, and it got in my head, and now
Who warned you about that?
Greg.
Yeah, no, Pennywise wins just to piss Greg off if no other reason.
We got to keep in mind too, what we see, Pennywise the clown, is a form that he takes.
Yeah.
We gotta remember that too,
Oh God. Oh, I don't even want to think about what Asami is afraid of. Oh God. That's a horrifying thought. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know, because I going in, I was like, Pennywise, I don't see a scenario in which she wins, and then you clearly laid out a scenario in which she wins, and now I can't see how Pennywise wins.
Well, the counter argument for Pennywise would be that if he's able to, because she's an adult, so she might not know he was a threat. Like, he's good at not appearing as anything wrong to the rest of Derry, so there might be something there.
If he shows up as a clown, she's going to perceive him as a threat because clowns are creepy.
But he's going to show up as a whatever the hell she's afraid of, and I really just don't like contemplating that.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was something like a beetle? Just something completely innocuous?
Wouldn't it be funny if it was a clown?
Pennywise. Pennywise win.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going on this one too. All right, Pennywise moves along. Greg.
I didn't have to vote, Greg. Did you hear that?
She voted Pennywise.
I'm
Greg,
exonerated for this.
She pretty much voted Greg.
I made a good case for Sami. I almost switched Rob over.
Yeah, ultimately, I just had to go back to, like, my gut says Pennywise win.
Yeah.
But
the supernatural powers, they're tough.
It's very close. That's a tough one.
Anyway, all right, so next up, my personal favorite, considering the outcome of round one, Candyman, going up against Adrian, the Invisible Man.
And Candyman shouldn't even be in this round.
Yes, he should.
All right, there's a whole investigation going on right now. There's going to be a recount.
Mikey, I'm going to put the tiebreaker on you. Rob's going to vote against Candyman out of spite. I'm voting for Candyman because this is, I feel like a pretty clear-cut win, but...
Rob, what do you think on this? This is an interesting battle.
Oh, Candyman. Of course it's Candyman. Like,
on what grounds, though?
How is Adrian going to defeat Candyman?
He's going to go invisible and then...
Right, and he's going to hope that Candyman doesn't see him, but that's only going to get him so far. What's he going to do after that?
One hook shot is going to glitch that suit.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't see any way that Adrian... who did Adrian beat in the first round? How did he even get this far?
The puppets.
Oh, that's why, because the stupid fucking puppets. All right, yeah, so, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
You wanna talk about who Candyman beat in the first round?
That was a complete travesty of justice. Yeah, I mean, never before has there been a bigger travesty of justice
than how long we spent pretending that rubber could be
in the
Candyman.
history of American culture. It is the worst offense of all time, without a doubt. But you guys want to remain on the wrong side of history, and I'm going to let you do that. All right, because I'm the bigger person here, clearly.
Clearly.
And but I'm going to vote for Candyman this round, and don't assume that just because you guys have poor judgment, I would hold that against Candyman because he's a character that I do really love.
Wow, that's very big of you, Rob. I appreciate that.
I'm a very big person, Mike.
Oh yeah.
I apologize that your treatment of Pinhead led me to believe that there was going to be some animosity here.
Right?
Oh no, I will never vote for Pinhead. Fuck him.
Do you hear this? Do the listeners hear what we hear?
I heard it. Yeah, the Invisible will be hard to deal with. A, can Candyman sense him? We don't know. And B, even if he did get up on him and get a shot in, it's not going to be a one-hit kill on Candyman 9 times out of 10. And one hook shot glitches that suit, and it's all over for little Adrian.
Yeah, I don't see any way that Adrian beats Candyman. Like I said, he goes invisible, so Candyman can't find him. But what's the plan after that, other than just hide?
Also, he's not going to be invisible. He's going to be covered in bees.
True.
There is that.
True.
There is that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes forget about the bees.
Yeah, I think people underrate, like, just because Candyman has, like, so many horrifying abilities, I think people forget too often that, like, the bees are not anything to be kidding around about. They're dangerous.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on with Candyman.
Okay. All right. Well, Candyman moves on. Thank God we got rid of that stupid fucking suit.
Will you shut up about the suit? The suit's cool.
Stupid ass.
What if we could go out in those suits?
I wouldn't have to see you, so it probably wouldn't be all that bad.
No one would know that your outfit's matched.
Yeah, right.
Well, we wouldn't turn them on.
Okay.
I can see Rob creeping up on some girl at a bar. She's drinking a martini, and you don't even see him. Yeah, hey, baby. I got on a Taco Bell tracksuit. This bad boy.
That's how I always operate. The ladies never see me coming.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to pass on all the jokes that are coming with that one. But anyway, next up. So it's the It Follows entity versus Dr. Heiter. Did I say that right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Dr. Heiter from Human Centipede.
The doctor's dead. The entity wins.
You think so?
Yeah. Now, what's he going to do? He's a doctor. He's an old dude. He's not going to be able to get away from the entity. He's not even going to see the entity coming because he's like a man of science who isn't going to believe in some superstitious craziness like that. And it's going to completely get him.
That's a pretty accurate summary, I think, of what happens there.
I hate that It Follows movies so much.
I don't know why you hate such good movies.
It's an STD.
It's a good movie, though.
I'm trying
Mikey
so
over
hard
here
to
acting
think
like
of a
he's too
different-
good for STDs.
Well, I mean, here's an argument. He's a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably more than capable of, pulling in some hey nanny nanny time.
Have you seen Human Centipede?
I know.
Have you seen the charisma of this doctor?
I tried.
Yeah, I don't even think a Taco Bell tracksuit could help that fool.
Probably not.
I'm gonna have nightmares about the Human Centipede doctor in a Taco Bell tracksuit now. God, I hate that
damn it.
image.
Is this STD really moving on like this?
I believe so.
Damn it.
Unless you can think of a way that doctor kills it.
I can't. Son of a bitch. All right, well. That's that, I guess. Son of a bitch. Okay, next up, and this is the final matchup for round 2. And it is... God damn it, I can never say it. The Dijin from Wishmaster versus poor Pamela Voorhees.
Oh, no, easy. You guys go ahead and talk it out.
Easy?
I think so.
No. Okay, it's. I figured it out. It took me a second. I was like trying to work through it. The Jin wins from Wishmaster because she wishes for Jason to be back, and she doesn't know what that means.
It is scary.
It is horrifying.
How you and I thought of the exact same thing. Yeah, the Jin he takes what you want the most, and he gives it to you in the worst possible way.
And that already kind of happens to her.
Yeah, there's nothing Pamela wants more than to have her boy back. And that is going to be the end of Pamela Voorhees.
So you think Jason would come back and kill his mother?
Yeah, because it's not really Jason.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That'd be a crazy twist on things. Wow.
It's like the Jason that we know, but without the maternal affection.
Yeah.
Is how I'm picturing him.
I do hate to see Miss Voorhees go, though.
That is sad.
Damn, that sucks. It's just the fucked up matchups, man. Damn. All right. Well, there goes round 2. That's crazy. Okay.
Guys, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like I won that round.
What the fuck? I had some heartbreaker. I don't like this one. Was harder than round 1.
It's only going to get tougher.
I know.
It's not like these things, they don't get easier.
My poor Leprechaun's out. I had to vote out Hannibal. Oh. Tiff is gone.
I was going to say I'm not as crushed or as anxious by this round, but I forgot for a second about Hannibal, and now I do feel like I am not the winner of this round.
I'm heartbroken. This one hurts.
I'm less bothered by this than... Yeah, you got John Kramer through. What do you want? It seems almost impossible.
I don't think so.
Who's he going up against next week just for funsies?
What do you mean you don't think so? He's a cancer patient, for God's sake.
But he's smart.
Oh,
he has
boy.
a history of bringing down people. Oh, no.
He's going up against Rose the Hat next week.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's not going to end happy for Kat either way.
I was going to say, this is a kick in the tushy for Kat on this one, but either way.
It is, because I have someone that I would like to win, and I don't think they do. I think I have to vote against my own interests here, but I have a week. to change my own mind. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what kind of crazy twisted logic you guys have come up with after seeing Robert get bounced by Candyman.
Oh man, that brought me glory. Oh man. All right. Well, oh god, I do not want to. Can I call out next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
I'll finish it. I'll finish the bracket myself. I've got it.
Oh dear God. Well, John Kramer's going to the finals.
Thank you everyone for coming to my TED Talk about why Pinhead and John Kramer are the best 2 horror villains.
Oh,
Pinhead wins, but I am sad about it. So.
And Santa Jaws comes back from triple elimination.
Well, yeah. Of course. John Kramer rides Santa Jaws in the battle.
Could you picture that? Could you fucking imagine?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's too good.
She's his emotional support dolphin.
God. Anyway, this is getting tougher and tougher. I feel like we're gonna catch a lot of shit in this one, especially for the Chucky thing, probably for the Lori thing. There's a couple of things in here. Asami, we're just gonna get really trampled for.
But not me, right?
I would hope that Greg is gonna realize. I mean, it's Pennywise, man. I mean, come on. You would think, right?
Well, yeah. If anybody is calm, cool, collected, and rational, it's Greg.
Right.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Well, that's that. There's no going back now. All right, guys. You can check us out on Twitter. Next week, actually, we are going to be doing... We could probably knock out next week round 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at the finals. We got a whole month out of this, so we got 2 more episodes left, and we'll wrap her up. And we'll be crowning the winner of the Murder Madness tournament.
The Lord Humphrey Cup.
I hate it so much.
Well, you love it.
All right, guys, go follow us on Twitter at Slasher Radio. Make sure you subscribe to us wherever you're listening to us now, and leave a review too. That helps us out a lot more than you guys know. And you know, I mean, this is a free show, guys. Come on, the least you could do is take a few seconds to review the damn thing. We did get a really nice review. Hold on, let me find it really quick, actually.
Was it from Roger?
It was not from Roger, thank God. We got a 5-star review from Gray Bush Gaming titled Amazing. If you're looking for a charismatic cast who know their horror movies, then look no further. I started listening to them just a couple of days ago, and I'm already hooked. As a horror genre fan, I find them knowledgeable and hilarious in their podcast. I can't wait to hear future episodes. In the words of Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, feed me more, Seymour, feed me more.
All right.
Well, thank you for leaving a review.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you, Gray Bush. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been nice if he had said some nicer things about me, but...
I think he's left out.
He's just never happy.
Right. He definitely left out some shit about you. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, go follow us on Twitter. Subscribe wherever you're listening right now. Review wherever you're listening right now, especially on iTunes. And make sure you follow me at Mikey's Dead. You can also check us out. Check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv//radio. I throw down a lot of Friday the 13th. I sprinkle some other shit in there. GTA. I just want to throw out there, guys. A friend of mine made me play Dead by Daylight the other day, right? 4 games in a row. One of them being a Leatherface. Didn't die once.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Wait, back it up. I thought you uninstalled Dead by Daylight.
Blame Bobby fucking Spitzer, okay? Just blame Bobby Spitzer.
I typically do anyway.
I know.
For anything, it doesn't matter.
I know. So, I probably should uninstall it again and just act like I defeated the game and go out on top. I've never done that before. So, just check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/radio. And, yeah, that's it for me. Rob, where are they finding you?
I am on Twitter at RadioRob123. You can also listen to my other show, This Horror Life, and you can find that wherever you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Kat, what are you doing over there?
You can find me on Twitter at cat_velour, VOLEUR, and check out Blood Binge over on YouTube. I rate for them, and we do cool horror content.
Sounds good. All right, guys, come back next week. We will be taking a big step towards wrapping up this Murder Madness tournament. The fucking crazy this thing has been crazy on Twitter. So get involved, contact us, reach out any way you can, and we'll catch you next week. Good night from Slasher Radio.
All the best with Slasher Radio Podcast.
The $300 gizmo that Kat ordered me to come in.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
You didn't do it yet? Oh.
Listen, I don't like mountain.
That's what's keeping you from doing it.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair though, it's cyclical because the reason I don't like Mountain Dew is because of the price tag on the gizmo. So.
You know, I got Taco Bell for lunch the other day. I was sick to my stomach. They had that fucking Mountain Dew blast thing.
Good.
The sign? No, I looked at it and I said, cocksuckers, $300 gizmo. Unbelievable.
If you go to Taco Bell and you don't get Baja Blast, you're fucking up.
Hell no.
You're
Dude,
not.
Especially not now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I will not drink Mountain Dew again. I'm not shitting you. I'm not going to do it.
Speaking
so good.
of Taco Bell and dumb things that Kat has bought, they have a merch page on the Taco Bell online menu, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
What'd you buy?
They have. I bought one of the notebooks. They look like hot sauce packets.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Which is pretty fun. They have
Holy
a
shit.
wedding section, and
Taco
it's a
merch.
Mr. It's like a Mr. t-shirt and a Mrs. tank top, and then there's a hot sauce bow tie and a hot sauce garter belt that match. And I'm like, this is the funniest wedding attire I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, they got pajamas.
They have tracksuits.
Oh, that's,
God.
Those are for kids. Oh, wait, where?
Come on, no.
Where?
I don't know why.
Why, Kat? Come on.
Listen, it's too funny not to share. I'm sorry.
Hold on, where are
Rob,
the
I'm not
tracksuits?
getting a Taco Bell tracksuit.
Well, we don't even know what they look like yet. Calm down.
Hold on, let me see if I can find
one.
And if you need to make, the money to buy stuff, all you have to do is join the Night Court podcast and we'll be millionaires.
Oh, yeah. That's where the money will be rolling in.
I don't see a tracksuit.
Hold on.
Thank God.
This site is amazing.
It's
there
this is the
Holy
funniest
shit.
thing I've ever. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I also dropped it in the Twitter chat if anyone
Yeah, look at that.
Mikey
man.
wants to see it.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh my God. Yeah, I went my dad asked whether or not they had something at Taco Bell, and I was like, I have no idea. And he's like, well, if you have a second, can you look it up? And I was like, sure. So I was on their website for the first time ever today.
What the fuck? Yeah, no, Rob, that's not happening.
Dude, seriously, how good will we look in those?
Not good at all.
Oh man, imagine this. I'll come to New York. We'll roll up in all the hot night spots.
Taco Bell hot sauce packet tracks.
Yeah, the hot night spots and the hot sauce.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, they
we'll
got
be
socks.
pulling it all in.
They do have socks.
They've got socks.
They have fire socks.
Yeah. Oh, I like the fire sauce too. Oh, they got hot sauce and fire sauce socks. I mean, I kind of wish they had just like less of their sauce stuff though, and like more taco stuff.
Yeah.
Like that formal wear. Oh, they got ties. There's the garter, bow tie. Holy shit!
And a tie clip. You can get a Taco Bell tie clip.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you see the sunglasses?
I did. And they have they're sold out of the Taco Bell gold earrings that just say Taco Bell on them. And
Wow, this is pretty damn amazing.
My amazing discovery of the day.
I love how they have a last chance tab.
Yeah.
Like, really? Last chance?
What is on the last chance? A Taco Bell cookie stamp set. I don't know what the hell that is.
I'm still... I don't understand what that is. Because I thought it was like cookie cutters, but it looks like felt.
Yeah, you press it onto the cookie dough.
Is it edible?
Yeah, it imprints it.
Oh.
Dude, Mikey, they got fanny packs that we can wear with our tracksuits.
Rob is trying to never get me laid again, is what his goal is at this point in life.
This is awesome. So you got, which one did you get? The hot sauce one, Kat?
Yeah, I got the Diablo sauce notebook.
Diablo? You don't do Diablo, do you?
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't like the taste. It tastes like barbecue sauce to me.
I have it on my omelets. I make like ham and cheese omelets with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those weirdos. I acquire Taco Bell sauce packets and then I have like a drawer in my kitchen that's nothing but hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do that. I'll tell you where I used to be really bad was Del Taco. Mild sauce at Del Taco is the greatest sauce on earth.
I like Del Taco's hot sauce more than I like Del Taco's food.
I would have, like, we would go there, and I would, this is when I was married, and I'd be loading my wife's purse up with hot sauce. And then she would get mad because we'd go to the store or something after, and she'd go to pay, and all the sauce would be in her purse.
That's fucked up. Why?
Dude, it was so good. They got pillows, too.
God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is... You guys might have to do this show without me. I might just be shopping. You can get a bike. They got a Taco Bell bike.
I was wondering earlier, it was like, how practical would it be for me to take a day every week off work to just like give up one of my sessions so I could start a Taco Bell live stream where I just rate merch?
Okay, they do have a pretty cool hoodie.
Is it the black one? Because it's
the black
sold
one
out.
With like the pink and yellow and blue.
Oh.
I like the black zip up one. It's very simple.
Yeah, I almost bought that when I was buying my notebook, but they're sold out.
I've become a big fan of the zip up hoodie. I don't know why.
Yeah. They've like always been my favorites.
And I like the one too. It's cropped, so clearly I'm not going to wear it, but the one that says break hearts, not shells.
You could get that one.
Yeah.
They have earrings? No, the fuck they don't.
They're sold out, though.
Who the fuck bought these? Yeah. Who's walking around with Taco Bell ear? Oh my... Dude, the world is fucked, man. I'm telling you.
I kind of like the taco every day.
This is the best website I've ever seen.
I have been going to Taco Bell a lot for lunch, not gonna lie.
They're out of everything in my side. I go there... I'm not kidding, guys. I would go there damn near every day for lunch.
That's good.
Yeah, well, it's right next door to where I work. Like, I literally walk out the front door of work, the building I work in, and it's like right there. And so it's just so easy that I end up eating there all the time. Like at least 4 days a week.
Yeah, that was pretty much me this week. I think I went there between this week and last week, I probably went there for lunch over 5 times.
Yeah.
And it's just so... And I found out you can order online, and I'm such a picky fucking eater. Like, I hate going to places and telling them not to put weird shit on. So I built my ultimate quesadilla, and it's just been life ever since. And I figured out that you can put nacho cheese in the cheese roll-ups. Oh, my God.
I like the retro logo t-shirt. Although I don't know if I could pull off that yellow.
Fun and games. What the hell? Oh, there's the bike. That is a pretty cool bike. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know, man. I still think we should do these tracksuits.
I'm good.
$70, dude. Come on.
There's $70?
That's not bad for a tracksuit.
For a Taco Bell tracksuit, that's about...
For a tracksuit, that's not bad. That's like the going price for tracksuits, from what I understand.
Kat, that's about $50 too much for a Taco Bell tracksuit.
And this one has Taco Bell on it, so it's better than the average tracksuit.
Yeah, it's got hot, mild, and fire sauce packets on it, dude. Come on. You know we look good in those.
The bike is $450.
They also have a tumbler. They have like a warm beverage tumbler, and it's like, I think it's so funny having like a coffee mug that just has hot sauce packets on the outside of it.
Wow.
I spent so much time on the site today, and then I had this conversation with my father where he asked me to look something up for him. He got home with food for me, and he's like, "What have you been up to today?" And it's like, I've spent more time than I'm proud of. I'm still on the website.
She said more time than I'm proud of. I got little USB drives. Okay. That portable charger is kind of cool. I'll give him that. I don't know. Kat, I'm really mad that you found all this.
I'm mad I just now found it. Like,
this is
I'm
ridiculous.
mad you won't get a Taco Bell tracksuit with me.
No.
And a fanny pack.
No. Absolutely. I haven't even found the fanny pack yet.
They're in there somewhere. Oh, it's under bags and backpacks.
No. Oh, the backpack's kind of... Oh, my God. What the hell? That is the... Like, even for a fanny pack, that is ugly as shit.
Dude, we would look so good in those, in our tracksuits.
And it's fucked up because it matches the tracksuit.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it, Rob. No.
Unbelievable. I thought we were phone buddies.
God damn it. By the way, I want you guys to know, my daughter ate my fucking Reese's again. I got the goddamn egg Reese's gone, bro. I got one of them.
Dude, that is becoming my favorite thing that happens at your house.
But you know what? Every chance I get, I rub this phone in her face.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Every chance I get.
I like the phone. It's a good phone.
It is. Well, you might want to get this one, Rob. White Castle has a shirt with a picture of 4 sliders on it, and it says, "Check out my buns."
Oh, where'd you see that?
It's on Amazon.
Well, all I know is both of you better get your shit together if you want to get a coveted spot on my Night Court podcast.
Oh my God. Rob, honestly, dude, honestly, what the hell would make you think that girl's seen Night Court?
Everybody's seen Night Court.
Dude, she hasn't seen anything. What made you think Night Court was an... Like, when you said that, I was like, there's no way he just expected her to have seen Night Court.
It's Night Court, dude. That show was funny.
I've never seen Night Court.
Oh, you guys are missing out. That's a classic.
I think you've just gotten a very different kind of spot on the Coveted Night Court podcast.
I know. Is it possible for me to forfeit my spot to Kat?
I've seen Night Court. I don't need to be there, right?
See? No, she's seen it. It's beautiful. She can talk about it. There you go, Rob.
I'm fine. Look, none of you got to do it if you don't want to, but, you know, you keep begging off these podcasts, and you're going to be mad as hell when I'm making that Joe Rogan money.
You know, the only thing I would be afraid of missing out on money would be if you guys ever made a show of Kat teaching you how to play Dungeons & Dragons.
That's the one I want to be on, and I need to be there, so...
Yeah.
That's money right there.
That Night Court podcast, that's my ticket to fame and fortune.
Night Court. It looked boring.
It ain't boring, dude. That show was funny. Take it back.
I'll take it back on the grounds of I've never seen it, but it, you know, from what I've seen.
Damn. I ate some really spicy chips.
I don't eat chips.
Huh?
I don't eat chips like at all.
Why?
I don't know. I don't really like chips.
What the hell's wrong with you? Chips are awesome. But I got these hot sauce flavored Dorito chips.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, but damn, burn in my mouth.
Are those the Flamin' Doritos or are those different?
No, these are different. These are made with, I can't remember the name of the hot sauce brand.
Frank's?
No, not fucking Frank's.
Hey, I like
Although
Frank.
if Doritos released a Frank's chip, I would eat it.
I would eat that one too.
That's horseshit.
Aw.
I would eat pretty much anything Doritos came out with, and they know it.
They know it personally.
They do.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.